One of the most popular dishes from my new book, The Slow Cook, is a Brussels sprout dish. I love them, but sometimes they get a bad rap. I'm going to add as much flavour as possible to them that even if you don't like Brussels sprouts, you're going to love this dish. So I'm going to twice cook them, first in stock, and then I'm going to fry them in delicious guanciale fat. Now, guanciale is cured pork from the pig's cheek, and you can see guanciale is quite fatty, and that's what I want because that's going to impart a lot of flavour. Now, when you're picking your Brussels sprouts, you want them to be nice and big, just like this, but if you get the really small ones, just leave them whole. I've been preheating my saute pan. We'll add half of this stock, so you'll need 1 cup, and 1 clove of garlic. I've just peeled that and we're going to bruise it. Okay, that's going to flavour the stock. And some really good quality Australian extra virgin olive oil. So as this reduces, this sort of flavour bomb, if you like, intensifies. I don't want to put a lid on this because I don't want to overcook the Brussels sprouts, okay? We want them to cook in harmony for about 5 to 10 minutes. So in they go. Give them a toss to coat them. While that's happening, we can get onto the guanciale, which is going to be the crackling on the top of this gorgeous veggie dish. So we're going to turn the heat on. I want to turn this on to a low heat because I want to render as much fat out of the guanciale as possible. So dry pan, no oil required, in it goes. And you can see I've made an effort to finely chop this, so we've got little bits that are going to go super crispy. So I'll just turn the heat up slowly and let that cook until it's golden and there's a lot of that delicious fat in the base of this pan. The Brussels sprouts are partially cooked. There's just a little of the liquid left, which is just how it should be. And look at this guanciale. See how crispy it is, and there's loads of that fat there. That's what we want because we need that for the second fry. So now I need to drain off the guanciale just with some paper toweling. We'll just collect it with a slotted spoon and tip it out. Trying to get as many of the bits out as possible because I don't want them to burn at this next stage. So just carefully take them out. And we want this to be on a high heat now because we just want to get some gorgeous colour on the Brussels sprout. So again, using another slotted spoon, we're going to transfer these gorgeous little Brussels sprouts into the pan and just draining off all that liquid because we need that for the cashew cream. Now just give them a toss in that lovely fat and let them cook for about 5 minutes on a high heat for them to get some good colour. Now cashew cream is another element to make these Brussels sprouts really shine. I've given myself a bit of a head start and I've placed these cashew nuts, so unsalted raw cashew nuts, in some water to soften. This cashew cream is such a delightful recipe to have in your repertoire. And if you wanted to keep this 100% vegan, you could just by omitting the guanciale and adding olive oil instead of the pork fat. Now in here, I'll add some smoked paprika to give it a smoky flavour, along with some lemon zest and lemon juice. We'll scrape that in. We'll cut that in half and add some of the lemon juice. And that little leftover liquid, it's got the olive oil in there and the stock, we'll add that. And if you have any little garlic bits, we'll pop them in too. Now we'll use a stick blender just to blend the whole thing together. All right, this is ready. Have a look how smooth and glossy this is. You really do want to give it a good blend until it becomes that creamy consistency. Now we're ready to plate up. So let's have a look at these Brussels sprouts. See how they're golden and crispy on one of those sides? This is not burnt, this is caramelized, and it makes such a difference to the flavor of this humble vegetable. I'll grab a spatula and I'm gonna pour some of this mixture into the center of the plate. This is addictive, this cashew cream. I just love it. Spread that to the sides. And a few generous spoonfuls of the Brussels sprouts can just fall into that creamy mixture. And now for our crispy guanciale, we'll just sprinkle that over the top. Cabbage or Brussels sprouts, they love anything bacony or porky, so this is a fantastic addition to it. To finish it off, a little sprinkle of smoked paprika over the top, nothing else required. If you love Brussels sprouts, this will be your new go-to. If you're a little on the fence and unsure, try this, you'll be converted.